Hey everyone, did you know this is my dream? On stage, centre of attention, public speaking. I've got a question. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Or that you're not who you want to be? Or that you wish you were someone else? Or do you feel like other people would prefer you to be someone else? Is it okay to be you, just the way you are, even though you feel different? In one word, yes. I was born premature in Sydney with hydrocephalus, spina bifida occulta, a heart problem, a fused skull, and other things. For those of you who don't know, hydrocephalus is fluid on the brain. It causes increased pressure in my head. I've had almost as many brain surgeries as I've had birthdays, and the scarring from the surgeries has caused irreparable brain damage. My first surgery was at 7 days old, and before that, I never opened my eyes. I've been on life support with no hope. It was so bad that Mum held me as they removed the tubes and prepared for me to die. It was that day I took my first breath on my own. They sent me home in November with a message to my parents: spend time and enjoy Christmas with your angel. It'll be the only one you will have. I wasn't yet 2. From that day, I continued to get stronger. I first realized I was different when I was 3 years old. How can a 3-year-old know that they are different? Well, here's my story. Not many of us remember what it's like to be a 3-year-old, learning to ride a bike, going down the slide and eating Play-Doh. Well, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in the sandpit putting sand in my bucket and making sandcastles. No one came up to me to ask, "Can I help?" Or, "What are you making, Hayley?" like they did with all the other kids. And that's how I learned I was different. I was still learning how to talk and communicate. I didn't know how to use my words. I learned from 3 years old that I was going to be swinging on the swings by myself and making my own fun. I'm glad I learned that early, because that's how it's been my whole life. I am different. I know it. I accept it. And I embrace it. Hey, it's the only thing I know. Guess what? You want to know a secret? We're all different, okay? Here's a few things that I've learned about it. No, that's not it. But trust me, we're all different, because your different has nothing on mine. Living in the outback of Australia without a specialist, my symptoms were continually brushed off as attention-seeking. My parents knew something was wrong. I would eat breakfast as normal, be vomiting by lunchtime, and unable to be woken by dinner. In desperation, Dad drove me to the nearest city 1,000 kilometres away. They didn't believe Dad either. They decided to do an exploratory operation pretty much to shut us up. Turns out the shunt to drain the fluid from my head to my abdomen was blocked. With the shunt replaced, I was feeling a lot better, but still in a lot of pain. Again, my dad was told that I was attention-seeking and that there's nothing wrong with me. Eventually, they did another exploratory operation, finding the previous surgeon had left a piece of plastic tubing in my stomach. From then on, health-wise, life was better. But as I got older, the gap between my peers and I increased. Continually bullied and bawled again after yet another operation, I was just looking forward to going back to school, seeing my friends, and getting back to normal. Well, my normal. But it wasn't that easy. I was at the supermarket. My friend was pushing me with my shaven head around in the trolley. A lady was talking to her daughter, and as she stared at me, she said, "Look at that kid. What's wrong with her?" It was like I was a thing and not a person. "I'm Hayley, yes, and my hair is shaven off, and you don't have to shout, because, honey, I ain't deaf. I can hear you." That's what I would say now, but back then, that was the norm, and I didn't say anything. I was bullied and couldn't stand up to people. My social skills and communication were still developing. Actually, they are still developing. I was 11 years old when I was diagnosed with an intellectual disability. My first year of high school was really hard. For 6 months, I was sitting alone eating my lunch by myself because, surprise, surprise, that was the norm for me. One day, a complete stranger came up to me and said, "I saw you sitting on your own. Would you like to have lunch with me, my friends?" And I'm like, "Me? Hey, what? You talking to me?" Wow, someone noticed me. She had made me feel normal and not the weirdo. That one small act of kindness had a lasting impact on my life. I was fortunate to have teachers looking out for me because they knew I was struggling. What's cool is that it's now over 10 years since I left school, and I still have regular coffees with my two favourites. After leaving school, I applied for an admin course, the lowest level at Polytech, I might add. I was told, "We don't have people like you studying here. You won't succeed." Employers looked straight past me because I was different and fighting fully able people for the same job. So, as you can see, it wasn't just bullying as a child, but now discrimination as an adult. I've learned if you want something, you fight for it. You try and try again. When the door is slammed in your face, the next time you stick your foot in it. That way, they can't slam it. I think accepting yourself, each of us, whether we consider ourselves a little bit different or a lot different, are faced with the challenge of accepting ourselves, the challenge of being okay about being me. We all, in some way, experience anxiety from knowing that we're different and not accepting ourselves for who we are. A little bit of kindness can really help. Sounds easy, right? No, it's not. It takes time and effort. For me, it's taken a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I'm not finished yet. But you see, it's getting easier. It's getting a lot easier. You know what? I think I'm getting good at this. Here's a few things that I've learned that have really helped me. Firstly, accept that it takes time and effort, and that it's okay that it does. Give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. Then find people who you can trust, people who have your back, and be open about how you feel. Be honest about what you're going through, because no one can help you if they don't know that you're hurting or struggling. Then start thinking of yourself as strong and smart, because you might not know it, but you are. Accepting yourself is being strong. It's having the strength to let go of other people's opinions and understanding that their opinions say more about them than they do about you or me. I think different people are strong. In fact, I think we are stronger than most other people. After all, our challenges are greater, and each challenge we overcome builds our inner strength. It's like exercise for an athlete builds their outer strength. Different people develop different muscles on the inside. Different people are smart. We're smart in our way. Hey, I'm not a rocket scientist and I never will be, but I have the smarts to pass my NCEA level 2, not on the first try. The smarts to pass my full license on the 10th try, and the smarts to live independently on the first try while facing many, many more challenges than most people. How is achieving all those things while being different not really smart? Who cares how many attempts it takes if after every attempt you learn something that moves you closer to your goal? I know the challenges I face are not really with other people. They're actually with myself. I don't have to compare myself to others. It's my challenges that I have to overcome. What is success? Being the best version of ourselves. And I suspect the best version of me is still going to trip upstairs, still going to be a big klutz, and still doing crazy things that keep me laughing at myself every single day. My motto is every day is a challenge, so let's embrace it. And embracing it has led me to my friends, a paid job, my own YouTube channel, and I've been honoured to be selected to go to the World Games for Special Olympics in Berlin for 2023. So, life is good. As I look around the room, I see smart, strong, successful people who are all facing their own challenges. I accept you for who you are because, yes, it is okay to be you. I'd now like to invite the inclusion dancers to come and perform for you as I sing a song that has huge meaning for me. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. Help, please. I don't know how to take this off. Yeah, thank you. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, hey now all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, hey now all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah. You've got a friend, oh yeah, you've got a friend. Thank you.